Magandang Huwebes sa inyong lahat. October 29, 2020, 2 days na lang Halloween na. Nakakuha na ba kayo ng RFID? Na-move nga pala sa December 1 ang deadline ng implementation ng cashless tollways ha. I live in the south kasi so I already have that auto sweep of San Miguel. Pero I still have to get the easy trip of Metro Pacific kasi I intermittently pass their tollways. Ito po si Benji Chodoro. Nag-aanyaya, nasamahan ninyo ako. Meron tayong balita sa SMC at Semirara. Ang resulta ng trading sa PSE, lahat ng yan dito lamang sa October 29, 2020, Thursday edition ng The Stock Market Today. Bago po ang lahat, basahin po muna natin ang ating reminders at disclaimers. At habang binabasa po natin ito, kung first time niya po dito sa ating channel, ay nag-start po akong magbigay ng daily stock market report noong August. Inaanyayahan ko po kayo na mag-subscribe sa aking channel para palagi po tayong updated sa balita at impormasyon tungkol sa stock market at ang mga active stocks sa merkado. Ako po ay isang retired employee ng isa sa pinakamalaking bangko sa Pilipinas. Naging OFW din po ako nung ma-assign po akong maging compliance head ng aming branch sa Hong Kong. Mga 8 months din po akong namalagi sa ibang bansa. Pagkatapos mo noon ay nasign po ako sa biyaya ng Diyos na maging Chief Compliance Officer ng isang subsidiary ng bangko. And since early 2000 ay nag-start po akong mag-invest regularly sa UITFs at pagkatapos ay sa stocks. Salamat po at tignan po muna natin ang ating mga balita. Okay, San Miguel to scrap pending coal power plants after government ban. Ito po ay galing sa Philippine Star. San Miguel Corp is abandoning future plans to construct coal power plants after the government enforced a moratorium on coal-powered generator. Asked if the country's largest conglomerate would proceed with its coal power plants, Ramon Ang, President and Chief Operating Officer, told Philstar that, "No problem, we always follow rules." The Energy Department will not be accepting applications for the construction of new coal power plants, a policy shift that also came along allowing 100% foreign ownership on geothermal energy plants worth at least 50 million. By the way, FGen nga pala is into renewable energy. They are into geothermal renewable energy. Okay. The moratorium greatly affects San Miguel's power ambitions. As of July, Energy Department data showed the company's subsidiaries are eyeing to build coal-fired power plants with a cumulative capacity of 3,628 megawatts that accounted for 37% of the 9,803 megawatt coal projects being explored but yet to be submitted to government for approval. Let's see another news also on San Miguel, but this time from Business World. San Miguel to build LNG power plants. Conglomerate San Miguel Corp intends to build more liquefied natural gas or LNG power plants with over 5,000 megawatts capacity over the next years, its top official said. SMC Global Power Holdings Corp, its power generation arm, recently issued a 400 million worth of senior capital securities, which were listed with the Singapore Exchange Securities Trading on October 22. Its net proceeds will be used to fund capital expenditures and investments in LNG and related assets, among others. So sabi ni President Ramon Ang, we are now switching to LNG. Mr. Ang told reporters in a virtual meeting on Tuesday. The official said the power firm intends to initially build a line of 3 850 megawatt LNG-fired generators. So that's our news for the day. Let's now take a look at how the PSE and the index performed. The PSEI declined again by 128.40 points. That's 2.01% lower than the previous close. Volume was 3.36 billion, valued at 6.66 billion. And if we'll take a look at PSEI's direction, it has been going down in the last 4 days or 3 days. So the PSEI dropped to 6249.39, and let's see where the resistance is or the support is. I see the nearest support here It's at 62, the 6200 level, near there. So when I say resistance or support, these are areas and not exact points. So the level or the direction is looks like the candlestick is getting larger every day, so it may just retest the 6200 level. And please take note, there is a gap here. There was a gap down today, and sooner or later that gap will have to be filled. Okay, let's now take a look at the most active stocks. Oh, let's take a look first at the PSE summary. 147 companies declined, 58 advanced, while 52 companies remained unchanged. There was net foreign selling at 942.94 million. And if we'll take a look at the indices, all the indices were in the red. The decline was led by mining at 2.61%, followed by the financials at 2.43%. The all-share index also declined by 1.45%. There was net foreign selling on all the sector indices. Let's now take a look at the most active stocks. So we'll be reviewing the following stocks: Dito, BDO, Converge, Ali, SMPH, SSP, IMI, C, AEV, ACEN, and SCC. By the way, if you want me to review your stock, please inform me via the comment box, and I will do my best to review them. So let's now go to the most active stock. Balik uli si Dito. Okay, let's take a look at Dito. Dito, okay, had a green candlestick today. Opened at 650, ended at 677. That's 15 points higher than the previous close. And it is just moving up, and it tested a 6.9 level. Its highest was 6.85. And like what I've said yesterday, it will just be moving within the resistance of the 6.9 area and the support at the 6.17 to 6.20 area. But I drew a trend line here, and the direction of the stock is still upwards. And if this breaks the area, then if it breaks the resistance, then the stock may finally be moving upwards and may retest another resistance area. At, shall I say, anong next resistance nito? Let's check. The next resistance will be here at 7.05 or 7. So I would say it is 7. Yan, mga 701, 707. It may test that area. Okay, let's now take a look at the next stock. BDO. Oh, BDO decline. There was a gap down, no? Gap down. Nag-open siya at 90.80, but the previous close was 92. So meron siyang gap down dito. If it continues to move downwards, then it may retest the resistance level, or sorry, it may retest the support level of 88. If it pierces through the initial, the 88 resistance level, then its lowest level would be here, mga 86. Pero this is already very low and very cheap. Kasi during the March, ang lowest level niya during March was here, nasa 85 level. No? So it may retest that next level once the stock moves down. But I think that the stock will bounce at the 88 level. Sa BDO naman is a very good company. Okay, next, Converge. Okay, Converge recovered today. It recovered and increased by 4.55% or 0.66 points to end at 1516. So ang pinaka-resistance niya based on the 4-day movement is in the 520 area, 517 to 520 area. And the nearest support is in the 1420 or 1410 area. So based on the 4-day movement of the stock. However, there was net foreign buying today, so let's see what the sentiment is tomorrow. By the way, Converge went as low as its lowest point was 13.20, and its highest point was during the first day at 1680, the IPO price. Okay, next, let's take a look at the Ali. Ali continued its downward trend, and it had a gap down today also, similar to BDO. It lost 1.65 points, and it may retest the 31.82 area that is the nearest support. So if volume will permit, we may see a bounce here, but if there is selling sentiment tomorrow, October 30, then it may retest another area kasi it may retest the 3180 level Pero yung next level niya would be, I would say, the 3060 na yung next level niya. Or I would say, or 3126. It may retest that area muna. Kaya lang meron net foreign buying today So let's see what will happen tomorrow. Okay, after Ali, SMPH. Okay, SMPH naman recovered, but there was a gap down, but the stock increased after that gap down. It didn't go down actually. It bounced at the 3180 level. The lowest point was 3160, but the resistance or the support was at the 3080 level, 8070, 8030 level, 31 at the 3180, 3170 level. So it gained 0.92% today. And there was a little average, above average volume. So if the sentiment, let's see what the sentiment is tomorrow, since it is a solid candlestick that I see here. So it may retest again the 3187 level or 3180 level, and the nearest resistance is nandito siya sa 3350. Lagyan natin ang line. Ito yung nearest resistance niya. Kasi merong ano dito merong high dito 3150, 3160 or 3360, 3350 yung next level of resistance niya. Okay, SSP breakout siya. Okay, SFA Semicon had a breakout today, and there was above average volume, but let's see what will happen tomorrow kasi meron net foreign selling to Ang pinaka next resistance level niya will be, it may retest this level here, 160. It may retest the 160 level kasi yung highest point niya is here, 1.67. So yan, nasa 160, 165 level yung nearest resistance niya. Okay, pero meron volume to in spite of the net foreign selling. Maliit lang naman, 256k lang yung net foreign selling. So just observe what will happen tomorrow. In the meantime, yan yung resistance niya, 1.61. Then let's take a look at IMI. Si IMI, tumuloy yung breakout niya. So today, it had a almost 6% increase to 6.78. Net foreign buying siya, maliit lang naman. Pero the increase was almost the same as yesterday's. Mga 7 yesterday. Ngayon, mga 6. Yan, Tapos meron siyang volume. Ang breakout kasi is characterized by a long, significant increase, an increase in the price plus above average volume, and the breakout lasts usually 2 to 3 days. Minsan merong 1 day akong nakikita tapos nagko-consolidate na. Pero ito, na-sustain yung kanyang volume. 7, second day, Anong balita dito? Let's take a look kung anong balita. Kaya pala meron siyang good news dito Nakukuha ba niya? Hindi siya nakukuha. Meron siyang good news dito. Okay, I'll read it na lang. I know you can't see this This is the news on IMI. October 29, Laguna, Philippines. Integrated Microelectronics booked a US dollar 312 million of revenue in the third quarter of 2020 as operations normalized across all manufacturing facilities. IMI achieved a 42% quarter-on-quarter growth, exceeding pre-pandemic revenue levels with a 3% improvement versus the third quarter 2019. Increased utilization of fixed overhead and improved manufacturing efficiency led to a significant expansion in gross profit margin from 6.4% in the first half to 9.7% in the third quarter. With target segments automotive, industrial, aerospace, and medical leading the company's rebound, IMI closed the quarter strongly with $9.6 million of net income, including a $2.4 million one-off gain. Year-to-date September revenue reached $789 million, with a net loss for the year narrowing to $11.9 million. So that's very good news for IMI, better than expected earnings. And that's why they have these two long candlesticks with significant volume, with the price zooming to 6.78. Okay, so let's see the nearest resistance of IMI. Nasa resistance na to eh. Nasa resistance level na siya. And we'll probably test the high here. 710. Yan yung pwede nyo i-retest. Kasi ganun din dito eh. Oh. We base our resistance based on historical data. So mga 708, 710 yung next resistance level niya. Okay, next, let's take a look at C. C, nagko-consolidate lang si C. This is similar to dito and now, no? Kung anong movement ni dito, yun ang movement ni C. Kasi Chelsea is also owned by Dennis Uy of Davao. So, nagko-consolidate lang siya. Let's place our indicators. Okay, pero upwards pa rin siya. Yung indicators niya is upwards. Nag-draw tayo ng isang flat top button or disjoint angle. Tignan natin yung disjoint angle. So, parang ganyan siya. Parang ganyan ang movement niya. Diba? Something to that effect. Nagnanarrow yung kanyang consolidation. And if that continues, there may be a probable breakout after this. So, nearest resistance niya, tingnan natin. Ito yung nearest resistance niya. Nandiyan sa 6.18. At ang nearest support, nandito siya. 5.6. Ang nearest support, 6.18, 6.20 nearest resistance. So it may just move within the support and resistance. Okay, next, let's take a look at AEV. AEV, naku, bumaba si AEV, Avoidis Equity Ventures. AEV is an index stock, no? So, let's see. Kasi ito yung present resistance niya nandito eh. Na-break niya yung resistance na ito. Ito yung resistance niya. So, maaaring slight overshoot lang yan, no? But it may test this level, no? Another resistance is here. Pwede nang i-retest itong next level na ito, no? Kasi nasa resistance level na rin siya. Nag-overshoot siya dito, pero it hit another resistance here. So let's see what will happen tomorrow. But just in case, if there is a selling sentiment, then the next resistance after that will be 40.40. No? So it may retest the 40.40 area. So yan yung sa Avoidis. Okay, after AEV, let's take a look at ACEN. Ito, green company to, of the Ayalas, ano? Okay, bumaba si AC Energy. But if you'll notice, kasi this is already a very high level. Kasi wala nang all-time high ito eh. Na-reach niya yung all-time high noong October 26, which is 3.93. Ayan, no? 3.93 noong Wednesday. Tapos bumaba siya. Tapos it tried to recover, then it's moving down. Pero let's see what will happen tomorrow since there is a shift in government policy on renewable energy. So that shift may sustain the bullish movement of the stock. We'll take a look at the RSI. Bumaba siya, no? To 60 or 50, 62 level from a 77, 78. Nasa 60 pero bullish pa rin yan eh. Let's take a look at the DMI. Directional movement. Mataas pa rin, 35 oh. And if you'll see yung candlestick natin, ang DMI kasi is that if it is over 30, there is a strong bullish momentum or a strong bearish momentum. In this case, the movement of the stock is upward. So strong bullish momentum siya. And the 20-day short-term indicator is still below the candlestick. Kaya masasabi kong bullish pa rin siya. No, pagka na-pierce niya ito, na-pierce niya yung 20-day EMA, baka nagre-reverse na yung trend. Okay, so right now, ang resistance niya I would say, maaaring nandito siya. Yung EMA 20, yung resistance niya, 3.52. Yan yung pinakamalapit na resistance. Yung short-term indicator natin. Yan. 3.51. Nasa 3.52 ang short-term EMA natin, 20-day. So, maaaring mag-move lang siya within that. And the resistance, I'm talking about support. So, ang resistance niya is yung upper limit. Yung support is the lower limit. So, nasa 393 yung upper resistance level niya. And the lower resistance is at 351, 350 level. And then finally, SEC. Ang SEC kasi, hindi lamang coal mining yan eh. Meron din siyang power generation. Kaya nga ang kanyang pangalan is Semirara Mining and Power Corporation because they not only mine, they also generate power. Okay, so Semirara lost 4.10% or 4.44 points, and it reached the resistance level of 10 pesos. But if there is selling sentiment in the following days, then it may retest the 10 peso level and the next resistance or the next support is 9.75. By the way, ang pinaka-lowest niya na reach is 9, no? 9. Pero 9.75 muna yung dapat niyang i-retest. So, meron siyang dito, no? Meron siyang gap down dito between October 27 and 28. But like what I'm saying, a gap down is a gap. A gap up is parang the opposite naman. Pero ito gap down to eh. This was the previous day's closing price. Tapos, nag-open siya at a lower price and the stock continued to move downwards. Ito rin, gap down din to. Yung from today to yesterday. Kaya lang, yung presyo niya umabot dito eh. So, maaaring na-negate yung gap up niya. Ito lang, meron siyang butas dito. Yan yung gap. So, yun. So, magre-retest si SEC sa mga levels na yan. It may bounce. If this rebounds here, then well and good. Tingnan natin yung DMI. Dapat nawala na yung trend or may trend downwards siya. Okay. So, nag-shift yung trend because wala siyang actual trend actually. So, it's below 30. So, pagka consistently down or consistently up, then magiging over 30 yung DMI. Yan po ang ating stock market report. Webes, October 29, 2020. Ito po si Benji Chanoro, laging nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. See you again in the next episode. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Bye for now.